Hello all. A little bit of a different intro here. In this video, I'm going to rant about something. I'm sorry if it offends anybody. It's just my personal feelings. I'm not asking anybody to agree with me. And I try to, ever since Chris over at IMCDB has started his let's everybody be nice stint, I've been trying to be a little bit more understanding and less critical like I normally am of people. It's just my nature. And I've been trying to be more upbeat, but that does not mean when I see something that I think is BS, I'm not going to call it out. And I will call it out. Whether it's nice or not, that's for you to decide. But I am not going to hold back when I see something that I think is BS, and I will call it out. And with that being said, on to the shave.
Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Peg Leg. We're doing a head shave today. It is Wednesday. Sorry about the fan noise, but I have to turn it up off a low because it is hotter than hell in here because it is hot outside. Plus, I just got out of the shower, so it's still warm. Today, soap, my favorite, V&E Maine made barber shop scent. This is considered one of the best barbershops out there, and rightfully so. This is a great barbershop, the Sterling Barbershop scent. If you like this scent, you will love this. This surpasses this as far as scent goes. For me. To me, it is just absolutely phenomenal. Sorry, I forgot to fill up my pan with hot water. And Jim G, I'm sorry, brother. I put off buying Williams mug soap. He wanted me to do a tribute to Williams mug soap. And I would. But I kept putting it off and putting it off because it was always there. I could always buy it. And something else always came up that piqued my interest a wee bit more. And I should have bought it when there was one seller on eBay that had it. You buy a 4-pack for $12.20. It was $3.05 a puck. And then after I found out that Williams was being discontinued, and I'll let you guys know, I went on to eBay to check the price, and it was already up to $20 a puck. And I was like, well, there goes that. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but not for Williams. Not gonna spend $20 a puck for Williams. All right, it is humid today. And this is already slick and it hasn't been wet yet. I don't know if you can see it coming off on my scribbled fingers already, but that's what a glycerin soap does when it's humid. It sweats. I'm just trying to hang on to it so it doesn't fall out of my hand again and take another trip to the door. That Pears soap, very, you can shave with that, and I have in the past, and I probably will again in the future. It's a great glycerin soap. It's a great pre-shave. If you don't want to buy the cube, it's another great glycerin soap for a pre-shave. Alright, my Maseto 28 millimeter, and I'm just going to swirl it around a few times. Get some soap on the brush. That should be enough. Now we're going to go to town. Oh, that's warm. Because that brush was warm. It was soaked in hot water. Hang on, let me add some more hot water to this. Oops. Smack my cup against the faucet. And I just stuck. This is my brush soaking mug. It's a Victorian era shaving mug. Yes, I like antiques because I am almost one myself. Well, I'm closer to antique than I am new anyways. And I'm soaking that in the hot water to warm it up, and then I will stick the brush in there to keep it warm in between latherings of the head. even though the fan is blowing on me and blowing the scent that way, I can still smell it. For a razor today, I am a klutz. Using the Kinghood Razor. It's got a good handle length for a head shave, and we're using the Supermax Blue Diamond Titanium blade on its third use. And here we go. Front to back is with the grain, but this is a more mild razor, so I'm using a sharper blade. This is another good razor. I mean, it's the Chinese indigenous razor head that most of the Chinese razors have. And it's a copy of the DE89. So there's nothing wrong with the razor heads. But this is the same razor head. If you remember my last video, I said that the one I just did, the unboxing, I said I wasn't going to do that many of the $20 to $25 razors because I'm finding most of them are this razor head. Different colors, different handles, different names on the box, but they're this razor head. And I can't see buying 4 or 5 razors just for the name when it's the same razor head. I hope you can understand that. I'm sure you can. And besides that, the price ranges on Amazon run from $20.99 to $24.99. Same razor head. The handles are just slightly different on some of them. Some of them are exactly the same, they're just different colors. Same handle, same head, same everything, different name, different color. And you can expect that. GM used to do it with their cars. Buicks, Oldsmobiles, some of the Chevys, the Pontiacs. They were basically the same car, slightly exterior appearance on the outside, but under the hood, especially Pontiac and Buick and Oldsmobile, they were the same under the hood. The drivetrain was all the same, slightly different bodies on the outside. Same body style, same floor plan. The floor, they were unibodies. It was all pressed sheet metal to make the frame for the car, and then they just stuck on their body panels, but it was the same for all the cars. Ford did it with Mercury. Fords and Mercurys were the same. I should know, I have a Mercury Grand Marquis. It's the same as a Crown Vic, different badging, slight differences in the car itself, but not much. And I love my Grand Marquis. Those things will run forever as long as you take care of them. That's the reason the cops use them for so long. And there's still a few of them floating around there as backups in police departments. And for good reason. Okay. Got my elven ears going on. Alright, across the grain. So far I'm getting a good shave off of this. I can just tell by the way it's cutting. I didn't even have to feel my head, I could just tell. And for Sunday's head shave, we have one vote for the Gillette cartridge razor for a head shave. And your choices on that unboxing video that I made earlier today, just go in there and in the description, or in the comments I should say, just say Gillette or Schick. Which one you want to see me use for a head shave on Sunday. I got one vote for the Gillette already. I know a lot of you guys probably don't care, it's a cartridge, right? But the reason I'm doing the cartridges on my head shave and not a face shave, because I've been there, done that with cartridges on a face shave, and I cut myself enough with a DE. I've always cut myself when I shave. Not so much my face, but my neck, always, because I just got a fat neck and the skin doesn't want to pull tight no matter what. I think I'd have to use a vise or a pair of vise grips to get my skin tight, but I'm doing the carts on the head because some of you guys will use a cartridge on your head and you don't want to spend $84 for a leaf razor, and I understand that. 100% understand that. And if you're using a cartridge 2 or 3 times a week, you could get what, 3 weeks worth of shaves out of one cartridge head, as opposed to 1 week if you shave your face with it. Well, depending on how often you shave your face. I got a hair hanging in my mouth. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know if it's pointing up or pointing down. Doing good, not great, but it is a mild razor. Like I said, that's the reason I put the sharper blade in it. And you guys saw how I didn't load much on this brush for soap. I didn't 30, 40 seconds. I did what? 10, maybe 12 seconds? 15 outside. I had to go back and time it, but I didn't use much at all. And this being a bigger brush took up all that mud. See? You see it fills that whole thing. So I could only do to load it. And I got enough for 3 passes and pickups. It's a great soap. God, the scent of this thing is awesome. I just absolutely love the scent of this soap. If I could only ever, if I was restricted to one soap the rest of my life, this would be it. I have some great soaps, great scents that I really like, but as far as performance and scent go, $8.50 a puck on eBay. If you buy 2 or more, you get 20% off. So it's not a bad deal. Alright, front to back is against the grain. That was because I had a lot of water in the razor still. I didn't shake it out enough. Because I put my razor in hot water in between passes to keep the blade warm too. A lot of guys are doing the cold blade shave. They say it makes the blade better for them. I tried it twice. I didn't tell you guys I was trying it, but I did try it twice, and I wasn't overly impressed. I didn't find any difference in the way it shaved. I had warm lather on my head, and then I put a cold razor on my head. When I would rather go warm. Warm lather, warm razor. Just a personal preference. Trying to pull the skin tight on the back of my head. Just through here, normal, and then the back, of course. Same spots all the time. Always give me trouble. No, not a lot of lather left. A lot more than I thought. But it is a badger hair brush, so it will eat lather. But I just need slickness at this point. Again, not pressing, just holding the razor against my skin. Now I gotta do the back. Back's always the hardest because you can't see the razor to make sure you got the right angle. You have to go by feel and sound to make sure that blade is cutting. I'm getting soap in my eyes. A lot of stubble back there still. I can hear it cutting, or just at least dragging against it. There, that's better. Okay. It is hot in here. That's just sweat running in my eyes and bringing soap with it. That's all that is. Oh. Now we're going to rinse the slickness off the head. Or wipe the slickness off the head, I should say. Because I can't get into the sink to rinse. I love that scent. I really do. It's great. Most of this will go away when my skin tightens back up, but some of it will not. But that's par for the course with most of my double-edged razors. The ones that haven't done that to me, realistically, the best ones were the Pearl Razor, the Tiagra, I think it is. It's got a safety bar base and an open comb base. When I used the open comb base, I was cue ball a half hour after the shave, and the Rocca has the same. It has 2 base plates, and with the open comb, a half hour after, I was cue ball. After your skin tightens back up after the shave, I tell you what, there's not a lot of difference between the $15 to $20 razors that I tried, and that Pearl Tiaga is actually a $40 razor. I happened to get it on sale for less than $20 at the razor company, so I put it in there because that's what I paid for it, but not realizing it was on sale and that it was normally a $40 razor. But for $16, $16.99, $17, that Rocca with the 2 dual plates is this razor. Looks good, feels good. I've got both plates screwed on here so that I don't lose it. That razor will shave your ass smooth. Trust me, 17 bucks. You won't get, I don't care how much you spend on a razor, you will not get a razor to shave you better than that does. It's not even a big known brand. Just found on Amazon, 17 bucks, but it shaves like a monster. It's great. And the alum gave me about a half a point of burn just in the areas through here that I went over 30 times, and the rest of it was just cold and wet on my head. Walgreens witch hazel. Randy over at Randy Shaves, he did a thing on brushes. He did a video on brushes that he posted today, and I made a comment about it because he was saying some of these brushes 300 bucks, 200 bucks. It's like, yeah, they are. Some of the real fancy ones are, and he couldn't see it when the Frank's brushes were so affordable. And it's like, I made a comment. I said, $300 brushes, $200 razors, and you're not going to shave any better than I am with my $50 worth of gear. Between a razor and brush, 50 bucks. You're not going to get a better shave than what that's going to give you. That $17 razor, I guarantee you, I don't have one to prove it, and if I had one, I would prove it to you. That will shave just as well as any $150, $160, $180, $250 razor that's out there. I guarantee it. That's a good shaving razor. There, said my piece. And I've got a bunch of brushes, $20 brushes at PAA, even though I'm in dispute with PAA personally. There's no actual verbal dispute, just PAA, Douglas over PAA raised all of his prices. His soaps went up, his bundles went up, his shipping went up. From order $65 worth of stuff, get free shipping, to $75 and get free shipping. All this shit went up. Then he turns around and on Facebook and Instagram starts posting pictures of his vacation in, I think it's Peru, where he's visiting all the Aztec or whatever the hell Mayan ruins and stuff. Really? Really? Seriously? You have the balls to do that? I'm sorry, but that's just the way I feel about it. You raise your prices on everything and then say, hey, look at the vacation I'm taking on, the extra money you're paying. To me, that's a lot of cojones right there. I'm sorry. I don't care how long you've had the trip planned. Don't give a crap. But that's like slamming it in people's face. This is what you're paying more for me to go on vacations to South America. Sorry, but that's, to me, PAA right there. Big strike. Big final strike. Never again. Anyway, PAA CAD, which I bought prior to. I like their products, I really do. But I'm sorry, you raise your prices on everything and then start posting pictures from South America on your vacation? Are you stupid? Seriously. I'm sorry, that's, to me, that's crap. And I really don't want to bash anybody, but god damn, that takes a lot of cojones. It really does. I'm sorry. Johnson & Johnson for my head, I always use. Just that much. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that's just the way I looked at it. It's like, really? Anyways, let's get off of that subject, because I could rant about that shit all day. Like I said, most of this, it's already starting to go away. I've only got a little bit right here. It wasn't a bad head shave. It's a Kinghood Razor. And no, I'm not going to give you some kind of ghetto hood talk because it's a Kinghood. I'm not going to go there because I don't do accents well, for one, and I'm 58 years old and I'm not going to talk like some 20-year-old punk. Sorry. I'm being me. That's what you will get here. Me being me. I try to cut down on the cussing because I can swear like a drunken truck driving sailor, and I usually do, but I try to cut down on it. You'll get some every once in a while, not a lot, like some channels, and some channels have none, but you're going to get me. Decent razor. I can't remember what the price of this was. I think this was another one that was 17 or under. It's a good razor. It shaves well. It's a Chinese copy of the DE89 head. You're going to get a good shave from this, whether it's your face or your head. May not be 100% perfect for a dome shaver, but a lot of razors aren't. But it doesn't, you can get by with it. It's a good shave. Alright, we're at a little bit over 26 minutes. I've had a good head shave. I'm good till Sunday on the head. Probably I'm going to end up using that Gillette, because I know a lot of you guys don't comment. But I'll probably use the Gillette. I'm sorry I could not do the Williams tribute. That was on me. That was just me being a dumbass, thinking that Williams would always be around and I could always get it cheap. And then when it wasn't around anymore and the prices jacked to the heavens, I wasn't gonna, not for Williams. I'm sorry. I've missed a lot of things in my life, and one more ain't gonna hurt. You know what I mean? So, guys, I appreciate you stopping by, listening to the old fat guy babble. Done with the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.